Right, I'm Penny Hayes, and this is my space. I've been at the Cambridge Art Salon for 3 years now. I was introduced to this by Ruthie, who told me that this would be a cooperative, which was what I was really looking for. I needed to work with other people because being a ceramicist, it's a bit messy, and working at home means you're at home on your own all the time. So coming here, being able to be with other creatives has meant that I've got a more creative input by the people around me. I have my kiln here, which is my very large baby. It's taken me about 3 years to get it here. It's been quite problematic, but it's here at last, and I can now fire my own work here. It's a bit messy, and I do have to clear up a lot after myself so that it doesn't infringe on the other people around me. And I'm got lots of new work on the make, and having it photographed ready to start promoting it and getting it out there so other people can see it. Okay, right, so this is probably a new direction for me, the figures. It's something that came out of a time which wasn't very pleasant for me. My husband had been diagnosed with lung cancer, and I didn't want to do any work that I would later associate with that time, because it was obviously quite traumatic, and it took me quite some time to get back into working in clay again after he died. So I did do some drawings in my sketchbook at the time, but I didn't make anything three-dimensional. And I came to a point where I felt I had to get those images out somehow. So this is where they came. I mean, some of them were quite scary, with snakes coming out of their heads and all sorts of things like that. So this is a development from those drawings. I don't have any sort of message to get across with these, and they tend to be pieces that are really for the viewer to decide what they're saying. I haven't put anything in them that insists that people read them in a particular way. So they're not male or female, they're not married couples, or they could be anything. And I think really the coverings really tend to be more about I don't know, dealing with the way you are one thing inside and another thing on the outside. But that's not what I want necessarily for other people to read. It's for you to make your own decisions about what the message or the emotion involved in the pieces. I've actually been working in clay probably for most of my life, really. At least that's what it feels like. I started at school, and it was probably the only thing I was any good at school, because I was dyslexic, although when I was at school it was called laziness. And I used to make pots, and my pottery teacher was very helpful to me. And after I left school, I did evening classes for quite a long time, after work and what have you. And then I had the opportunity to actually do it more full time, so I went and did a fine art degree, which was just only probably, I graduated in 97, so it's quite relatively recent considering my age. And after my fine art degree, I found it very hard not being able to work with other people around me, because that stimulated more ideas, more enthusiasm, and kept you motivated when you were at college. Everybody was doing the same thing. So I found that quite hard when I left, although I had a studio in my garage actually at the time. I was on my own in it, and I didn't have that input anymore. So joining the art salon meant that I could have that momentum again. And again, my husband having died, and I moved to Cambridge, it was a new circle of friends, and enabled me to sort of fit into a community that I didn't have access to on my own. So it has really lifted me up and made me be able to take my work to a different level. And hopefully people will enjoy looking at them, and perhaps even owning one or two of them. Okay, I think that's enough.
eternal source of love has implanted in every part of existence the desire for another. Though night and day outwardly appear as enemies, yet both serve one purpose, each seeking the other.